All roads lead to Poland. Not if you're an Arsenal fan, but if you're a Manchester United fan, we're into the Europa League finals and we have a reason to celebrate this season. We have an opportunity to win a trophy. So us winning a trophy can be our reality in after this season. I'm kind of tongue twisted because we're in a final and we haven't been in a final since 2017 when Donald Trump was in his first year as president of the United States. So we have a reason to celebrate, to be to be, you could say, kind of high pitched on cloud nine. So considering that we're in the Europa League final, this is a chance for us to actually win a trophy. And given the starting 11 for this game, I was not expecting certain individuals to start the game because I thought, we beat them 6-2 in the first leg. We had a leg, we had one leg into the final already after the first leg because we won against them 6-2 at Old Trafford in our backyard. So we go into their backyard. I was not expecting certain players to start, to be seen in the start level, but Ole Gunnar Solskjaer played his timid card. He played a timid card. Hold on. He played a timid card, so he wanted to be on the safer side of things. He didn't want to say, okay, we're into the final already. We're going to play some fringe players like Phil Jones, Daniel James, Lee Grant, so that we can grant ourselves a final, and it's guaranteed, by the way. So we're in the final right now. So this is our chance to lay hands on a trophy for the first time since 2017, when Donald Trump was in his first year as US president. So it is evident that given our performance today, we have an opportunity to win a trophy this season. That's going to give us a reason to be somewhat happy because we have had a myriad of mixed feelings throughout the season when it came on to transfer. By the way, since the season is coming to an end, since the season is coming to grabs, since the season is going to close the curtains a bit, coming the late of May, I'm going to be doing not a match review. I'm going to be doing Manchester United season's review after this season. So I'm going to be including the Euro League, the Champions League, and the Premier League. I'm not going to really include, I could include the FA Cup, but I don't want the video to be long. So I'll be doing a review after that season. So that's what's going to be up. That's what's up. I'm kind of tongue twisted right now. But I'm going to be doing a review after this season. Now, going back to what I was saying about the individuals starting. Pogba did need to start. Cavani. Oh, I'm going to get into Cavani's in a second. Yes, so certain individuals I didn't expect to start, like Bruno Fernandes, because Donny van de Beek needed to start. Is me. He needs game time. He hasn't been playing much this season. He has been having a roller coaster season at Manchester United. Persons don't think that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer rates him. The reasons could go on and on. But given the starting level in the first half, okay, let me just get into the game. In the first half, Manchester United, through the performances, because, I would say one performance, but since he has three names, I'm going to use three performances. So through the performances of David De Gea, so may say that he's so good that he has three names on his birth certificate. That's David De Gea. He had a first half performance that was very colossal. It was very reminiscent of his performance in 2017 and 2018. And unfortunately, ever since, he has not been on a routine to that same performance. So after that season, he has not been the same. But he has shown glimpses of that he's still the same. He's shown glimpses that he's still the big man in the goal, the wall of Spain, and he showed that he can be the same, and he showed that he can still gain game time given Dean Henderson's form. So that's something that I need to inform some of you guys about, because Some of you guys think that just because Dean Henderson is on form, that means David De Gea needs to be pushed out of the club, he needs to be sold, he needs to be told to leave, etc. No. David De Gea is still one of the best goalkeepers in the world. And by the way, I'm not sure how official it is, but it's said that Jose Mourinho, since he's going to be appointed as Roma's manager for next season, he wants David De Gea on loan. Now he knows that he cannot afford David De Gea as a permanent deal, so he's going to deal with a loan instead, isn't it? So that will be interesting, but I don't think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, in his good conscience, is going to loan out David De Gea. Now back to his performance in the first half. In the first half, it was very reminiscent of his performance against Arsenal at the Emirates Stadium. Is me. He was showing glimpses. He was showing that he still had it in his locker. He's showing that he had those saves in his arsenal, pardon the pun. But he's showing that he can still start for Manchester United. He's still a top goalkeeper. Is me? So, in terms of the defense, we didn't have, in the first half, we didn't have much to moan about, isn't me? We're on the fringes somewhat. But Cavani got a few chances that he could have scored, but he eventually got a goal. Now Fred played the pass to Cavani, and Cavani one time finished it. Now where I want to really get into is in the second half. In the second half. I wonder if it's in the second half. In the second half, some Manchester United fans wanted Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to make changes on the pitch because they wanted their star men to rest so that they could perform at their best in the upcoming games. Because I'm not sure if you guys know the memo for next week, but next week we're going to be playing 3 games out of 5 days. We're going to be playing against Aston Villa on Sunday. We're going to be playing a game on Tuesday against Leicester City, I believe. And on Thursday we're going to be playing against Liverpool. So that is going to be a jam-packed 5-day period from Monday to Thursday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, actually 4 days. So Tuesday, a 5-day period because I missed out Sunday. So yes, we're going to need the legs for next week, is me, because we're not robots, we're human beings with limited batteries, and we need to recharge through substitution. So through substitution, we're going to be performing at our best, hopefully, to match fitness for next week. Now, in the second half, that is where things became, that's where things kind of go down, because, yes, David De Gea had his 10 out of 10 performance in the first half, but in the second half, it was it was very contrary to what David De Gea was doing in the first half. In the second half, Manchester United kind of slandered a bit. Now, one could argue that was due to the changes that was made through David De Gea. I'm on to David De Gea in this one, Alex Telles came on and Brandon Williams came on. So 2 fullbacks came on to remove Luke Shaw and Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Unfortunately, see, this is one of the things, it can work to your benefit and it can work to your detriment. When you put on new substitutions, they might be watching the game from the bench, but they're not going to hold on. AFTV is live right now, bro. I'm gonna check you out in a second, but I have a video to do. So anyway, I was saying that yes, at halftime you can put on substitutions, but they're not going to know what the intensity of the game was like in the first half. And when they came out in the first, after halftime into the second half, they were like a fish out of water. They didn't know what the intensity of the game was like. Is me, and it took them a time and some change to change and adapt to the environment on the pitch. Is me. And Alex Telles was caught out a few times. Alex Telles, not to get into Alex Telles' grill, but he has to improve on his defensive work rate. Not on his defensive display. Because On the left hand side of Manchester United, we conceded two crosses that should have been dealt with. Pedro was in open space. He got a goal. I think he was shooting for the goal and he missed the goal. But the ball went to Edin Dzeko and he headed it. It was a brilliant poacher's goal. He didn't move. He just headed it in. And they got another goal out of nowhere. So Roma, blessings to them, they thought that they were still back into the game. They thought that they were still back into the tie so they could tie the ropes that was loosened out in the first leg. But the first leg was done and dusted. So things went for the worse. Not really for the worse, but we lost control of the second leg because the second half, I'm kind of up it up. But in the second half, we lost control, and that kind of put a dim light over David De Gea's first half performance. That didn't do any justice for David De Gea's first half performance. You see me? So, yeah, the game was very good, and of course, you guys leave your comments down below on what you think on the game. Like and subscribe to the channel. My thing is this: David De Gea needs to stay at Manchester United. He's still one of the best goalkeepers in the world. He has years beyond him, and he's still growing to his own. You see me? This dude was our best player for at least 8 years, ever since 2014 straight up to 2018. That's not 8 years. That's too much. That's like that's 4 years, right? 4 years, but it felt like 8 years because he was double saving in most games, so it felt like it was 8 seasons. You see me? And he was our best player each season until Under Herrera broke that tie and that trend. You see me? So I don't think it's best for us to just cut ties with David De Gea. You see me? He needs to stay. He needs to stay. He should not go astray from Manchester United. But back to the team, because it's a team performance. Cavani got another goal. You see me? Bruno Fernandes played the ball to Cavani, and it shows you that we need to keep the services of Cavani. We need to play to the strengths of Edison Cavani. Cavani is not a striker that is going to make a goal on his own. Those days are past, are passed away. You see me? The Bible said all things are passed away. God makes all things new. So he's adapting to his new self play. That's more of a center forward target manish type of style. And he's not going to be a striker that's going to break the lines or bump forward behind. So what is going to be best for Cavani is to cross the ball into the box and he later the ball into the goal. And that's what he did against Roma. Open space, had time, he got a second goal. He got a brace. Now he could have had 4 goals, is me, but he got 2 goals, and it was more than enough to push us forward into the final. So for you guys that wanted, I wanted an English, EuroLeague final with Arsenal and Manchester United, just to rekindle that rivalry that we had in the late 90s and into the early 2000s. That Arsene Wenger and Sir Alex Ferguson would be proud of that final. I think they would come to that final. I think Thierry Henry, Sol Campbell, Ryan Giggs with his puffy hair chest, with the hairy chest, and probably George Best, but George Best is passed away. So we have Wayne Rooney, we have etc. Rio Ferdinand coming. Now we're going to be playing against Villarreal into the finals, and not to create a negative cloud over the fact that we're into the final, but we're going to be up against a dude that has mastered the EuroLeague. He has a PhD master degree in the EuroLeague. So this is not a novice noob type of dude that is new on the block. He has pedigree in the EuroLeague. He has beaten his former club Arsenal. Well, Arsenal isn't really tactically whatever. Anyway, But yeah, we're going to be playing against Emery into the EuroLeague final. And it will be vital that we play at our best. That's why we need to rest our best players and etc. Now, to before I finish this video, yeah, Mason Greenwood didn't have the best of games. Of course, I'm not going to go down the list in terms of players, but yeah, I'm just overjoyed because we have a chance to win the EuroLeague final for the first time since 2017, is me. So that's what's up. Let me see if I have any other thing to say. So yeah, I mean David here, yes, we actually lost control into the second half of the second leg, is me. Conceding 3 goals, I think we could have done better in terms of our defense, but we're still grateful, is me. We're in the final. We can't moan and complain. Um, yeah, that's what's up. So of course, you guys leave your comments down below in the comment section, like and subscribe to the channel. I'll be doing a preview tomorrow. So stay tuned, stay afloat for that one, and I'll show it to you guys in the next video podcast. Peace.